suggesting that 6432 here attempt to train us as though we were recruits so you could see what his training technique was in detail.
Alright, we might as well. So, as you start out, you will be part of the Universal Union. The Universal Union being a large and expanding union over an empire over pretty much all the universe currently. Now, I'm not going to go over the lore. The lore is pointless. So, to start out, you will be in 09. 09 being the lowest rank and being within the Combine Enlisted. The Combine Enlisted are the basic ranks from 09 to 01. 01 being the highest rank among the Combine Enlisted. Now, once you are in 01, when you're in 09, you will simply be pretty low rank, pretty much cannon fodder to most people, as well as being in Union. Now, once you're in 09 and you are given a promotion, which I'll go over in a moment, you will become 08. You'll simply change your name as such. As an 08, you are one rank away from being 07, which allows you to become part of different divisions. So I'll go over. As 08, you are able to command and give orders to pretty much any 09, unless they are given special orders of otherwise. Now, after 08, you will become an 07. 07 is the rank you reach, and once you reach that rank, you'll be able to join separate divisions, which I will go over in a moment. And the separate divisions will determine what the path of your career within the Combine will lead. Now, after 07, most of the ranks are unimportant until 05. A moment. Okay, yeah, sorry about that. I'm kind of in the middle of talking to someone and helping you guys. So, at 05, you will be unable to get any more time promotion. As well, you will most likely not get promotions for just following orders, as at 05 you are expected to do such. So please decline any promotions given to you at a debrief by just following orders. Now, after 05, you'll go up through 04, 3, 2 to 01. 01 being the highest Combine Enlisted rank. After 01, you will become one of the two, you'll become an NCO, which will be EPU to start out. There are two groups within the NCO, non-commissioned officer or non-commissioned combine officer. It is EPU, Elite Patrol Unit, and SQL, just squad leader. Now, as an EPU, you are in command from 01 to 09 and give orders to pretty much anyone that is within the Combine Enlisted. As an SQL, you will be able to command people from EPU to 09. As an SQL, you will be expected to follow orders, and you will not get promotions for simply just doing things in the ordinary. It will have to be out of the ordinary and extremely special to become OFC1, which would then make you a Combine Officer or Commissioned Officer. Now, after SQL, like I stated, you become OFC1. At OFC1, you will be in charge of people from Squad Leader to 09. As an OFC1, your job will be to overlook unruly MPF, to hold trainings at times if you wish to become an FTO, and at other times to deal and protect planetary or sectoral. It really depends. Now, from Officer First Class to Officer Second and Third to Commander DVL and to the two Combine Overlooks, you will be standing on the stage during a debrief, which means you'll be sort of raised up from the rest. As well, if you are killed as you are an officer, you will most likely be able to kill the person in which has killed you or call an NPU to deal with them, as killing an officer is not something lightly taken and will result in demotion. Now, after Officer Third Class, being the highest ranking officer of officers within the first and third officers, there will be Commander. Commander meaning there is only one commander for every division. As there is an NPU commander, an OTA commander, and yeah. Then you move on to DVL, being a division leader. As a DVL, what you will do is overlook the division you are currently in, whether it be OTA, MPF, EOW, or NPU. Now,
Sir, this...
Moving on.
and he's AFK, and he was about to get whitelisted?
Get him whitelisted, and then wait for him to come back. Now,
Okay, well, we're gonna...
the highest rank you can achieve within this game, or within the Combine, is Sectoral Commander without being an admin. As the Sectoral Commander, you overlook all divisions and all ranks from GVL to 09. Now, as a Sectoral, you're not completely God, but your word is pretty much law. Now, as the Planetary Commander, you must be, I believe, some form of an admin, I don't know specifically. But as the Planetary, you are in charge of all units within the sector currently, from 09 to Sectoral. Your word is pretty much the word of God. Now, moving on, I'll go ahead and give you the tour of the base and some extra instructions after such. As well, civilians are not allowed within the base. This way. Now, here is the med bay. The med bay is where you'll be getting most of your health at most times. It just went blank, I'm sorry. This is where you'll be getting your health. Now, don't worry, I have not forgotten about the divisions. I'll go over that at the end. As for a sort of semi-review of the ranks. Now, with these health chargers, all you do is walk up, hold E, and it will dispense health until your health is at 100 or completely full. In this room here, this is the room in which is used for taking out information from uncooperative rebels or civilians, even MPF if they are traitors. Right this way.
And he's been AFK for 20 minutes now.
Okay, then go ahead and leave him. If he comes back and calls for a trainer, then deal with that.
Well, he's been whitelisted. He's been whitelisted.
Alright then, wait. Come this way. This here, I believe, is the EOW spawn and a OTA assassin spawn. Make it quick, please. I want to get this going. I don't want you guys to have to be stuck in this space forever with me. Okay, then never mind. This is not their spawn. Normally I just see EOWs and OTA come up this area. I don't know. Alrighty. Because generally I'm not even close to becoming one of them. If you look down this way, you will see the elevator to the NPU brig or the NPU department and the ground watch bay doors. You won't have to go into either areas until you reach the rank of 05 and
Fire 5 spoons.
We're not staring. I'm doing this for purpose of training, showing them how to properly train people, Raven. Yeah. Alrighty. You're not to go to the ground watch bay unless you are an officer up, or if you're ground watch, neither for the NPU department. Now, there's no reason to go so far and come right back, as here are the watchtowers in which you will use if you are a ranger, most likely, or trying to overlook the outside of the Combine base. As well, for just short, instead of calling it the Combine base, we simply call it the Nexus, or the main Nexus.
I think the Ground Watch needs to go. There's recently been a call for him.
I can hear what you said, whatever. Now, you come this way. This here is the grid lab. It is to be used only by grids, and you are not to enter it unless you are a grid or an officer in us.
Hold on one second, Praetorian. What did he do wrong? Because I have to retrain them because they're inbred, and they need to know how to actually do stuff.
He did a bullcrap training. Yeah, apparently. Allegedly, he did a bad training. I don't know if that was him or someone else. That's why I have these people who decided to come. Now, if you get this completely leave me alone,
I need you to put IT in your name. Yeah, we're gonna probably, squad leader says we might need to go and, oh wait, train him like as, like a union or what?
I am giving these three, an example of what I'm doing for training.
Okay, cool. Well, he has not
So, because they are interested in training, recruits, and so as an FTO, it's my job to assist them in understanding how to train.
Roger. My squad leader told me I might need to purge some people and retrain them. Yeah, Gus did not do a good job training you, and he wants the people to
Okay,
retrain
well,
you.
I'm pretty much going over it right now. You can go ahead and
you
retrain
can
it
go.
later. Once I finish
do whatever
this.
you're gonna do. I gotta fix the ground watch training. Put IT.
Yeah, this is mandatory
GWS
for him.
Go. IT.
Okay, please step away though so I can hear. Right.
No.
So,
Put IT.
this here is the area in which I believe CW will spawn. CW wear distinctive uniforms of white with combine insignias on them. If they have CW in them and they actually are CW without meta, tell them to change their uniform. They must wear the CW uniform with the combine insignia. That's right.
You will be demoted.
This here is the MPF DVL office. It doesn't have to sign up, but you are not to enter any of these areas unless you are either a grid, a CW, or have been invited to enter so. And the current MPF DVL is was Copperhead, but he has left us to become the leader of resistance. That's right. So currently we actually don't have an MPF DVL. This here is the NPU DVL office. The current NPU DVL is locked down. If you are to go in here without permission, you will most likely be shot and demoted if you do it constantly. As well, a special word is, okay, EWS, I need you to stop. That's completely unnecessary. Now, the word we use for killing a teammate or really anyone would be amputation. It's a fancy form of for the Combine of saying we're gonna kill you. Pretty much. I know I'm stuttering quite a bit because I'm not used to my mic still. This here is the Elite Overwatch or EOW spawn. I guess that's his spawn. DVL office. The current EOW DVL is Guillotine. He does rip out people's skulls and spines. And that's why he has 3 skull spines today. This here is the OCA DVL office. You are not to enter without permission, so on and so forth. You will be amputated. And the current OCA DVL is not. If you all come this way. This here, I know he's actually a Rebel Associate, but don't meta, is a CW. They wear, like I said, the CW uniform with the Combine insignia and the blue patch on them.
Yeah, there's this one and there's the other.
Yeah, there are 2. There's one with an orange patch, which they're not supposed to use. One like this for certain character models, and the one with the blue patch. Now come this way. Hey, Blackjack. I'm doing this as a way of showing them how to properly train people. This here is, yes, 6432. PTEX 6432, I'm getting there. If you all go ahead and hop in the MPF line, as a character you will be in the MPF if you're a recruit. Now, as the MPF are one of the largest divisions, they have 2 lines so that we do not crowd up on space and have them standing on the stage or next to the stage. Now, during a debrief, PTS will be active, which is permission to speak. The way to gain PTS, I had a voice crack there, is simply by typing in PTS in the chat. Now, any officers giving you instructions or orders, as well as promotions or demotions, will be standing here, at this podium, or on the stage. As an officer, you will stand on the stage, next to, or with the other officers. As well, EOWs will be standing on the back of the stage, ready to shoot you whenever you speak out of turn. Any questions so far? We've covered a lot of material, so if you have questions, it's fine. That's one thing that is mandatory to ask recruits, if you go over a lot of material without asking for questions. Now, to gain a promotion, or get a promotion, is simply, let's say, 9853. Let's say I saw you capture a point, and this does not work 105. You captured a point, you suppressed fire for your team, and you did a really good job. Alright, so I simply call it PTS, and if my PTS was granted, then I would speak towards an officer about getting your promotion. Like say, hey, I saw 9853, he did very well in the battle, extreme prowess with defending his team and capturing the point. I believe that deserves a promotion, as you will most likely be 09 or 08. Now, if you get enough seconds depending on your rank, or the officers agree it's a valid reason, you will be most likely given your promotion and you will move over and stand in the promotion line. Not all debriefs have a promotion line, which means you might have to stand on the back of the stage or nearby the stage. OTA Echo, there's no reason for onlooking. This is a simple retasking of training, or a show of training. Now, during a debrief, as soon as you enter, or whenever you see an officer or an overlook, what you will do is salute. The way you salute is by typing this in like that, just without the point. Any questions? Alright then, I want you to go ahead and do a practice salute. I'll go over it, Grid. Actually, by then I would have expected them to be competent enough to change the names, but yeah, you're right, I didn't go over that, did I? So go ahead and step out of line. Now, during a debrief, please don't, or after a debrief, please don't jump over the lines unless it's to get in rank and order, which during a debrief you will be in rank and order, which means O1s will be in the front and O9s will be in the back, depending on rank. Now, here, I don't know why they don't shut the doors. This is the OTA, or Overwatch Transhuman Army spawn. This is where they will be, and if you go in there, you can be amputated. It depends on the person. Army, same thing. This way. And this here is the Metro Police Force, or militarized police force spawn. You are allowed in here as MPF. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Right this way. Now, that currently sums up this base tour. And if you have any questions for a new base once you're moved, look for an FTO and they can give you a tour of the base. Right this way. Oh yes, you were whitelisted, correct? A249.6? So go ahead and press F4, scroll down to Metro Police Force and click on MPF Union. Okay. Now, SQ, I'll teach you in a moment. Where's the other guy? Where's the grid? Where's the ground watch? Swear to goodness. Okay. Just making sure you're here, ground watch, because this was mandatory for you. Now, as a quick review, we're going to go over divisions. To start off the divisions, you will be a union, which is the regular and standard Metro Cop. They're equipped with a pulse machine gun. Well, no.
Submachine gun.
That's the name of the weapon. But it is an automatic submachine gun. Now, as a Helix, which is the second unit we'll speak about, you are exactly the same as a Union, except you are equipped with a med kit, which can only be used on MPF. If you already use it on OTA, it can result in amputation or a speak with a talk with a higher up, as that is completely unnecessary and you're actually unable to do it through lore, of course. Now, moving on, there's the grid. Grids are pretty much the technician units, or the building units, should I say, who can set up emplacements to lock down sectors like machine guns on mounted barricades. Sorry, I'm talking slowly. As well as large walls and its engineer. Moving on, there is the Razor. The Razor is the actual police force unit, as their COs are equipped with elastic restraints such as the NPU, which I'll move on about in a moment. And Razors are equipped with a shotgun that I'm not familiar with since the weapon chain, and some form of a pistol that I do not know. Now, I do know that Razors are equipped with a shield, and normally work as bullet sponges or as assault units. Oh my gosh. Moving on, there's the recon unit of Mace. Mace, like I said, are recon and spec ops units, and at point times are allowed to enter the combat, the rebel base or enemy base for information and such, only at times. Last but not least is the Ballista. Ballista are equipped with a rocket launcher and are able to incapacitate or completely destroy enemy vehicles that have been sent out by the rebels. Other than that, I believe they have the same weapons as the rest of the MPF. Now, a quick review. What rank does it take to become a part of another division or category of division?
Built-in 7. 7 or above.
Yes, that would be 07. Moving on, we'll go to the OTA divisions. Now, there are many OTA subdivisions. Them being the regular OTA, which consists of Echoes, Rangers, and Shotgunners. the NPU, which is the Nova Prospect Unit, EOW, AWS, and Groundwatch. The OTA, which consists of Echoes, Rangers, and Shotgunners, or swords, start out normally from a training depending on what you do. You'll normally become an Echo. If you do well at your training and you're with a certain officer, you will most likely be able to become a sword, a ranger, or an Echo, depending on how well you do and what you do best at during your training. As an Echo, your weapon is it used to be a PSMG. Now it's a medium range weapon still, I believe, and are best at medium range. Well, what I normally say is that imagine Echo, how it doesn't go very far, but it goes a good medium distance. Now, for Rangers are equipped with a sniper rifle I do not know the name of anymore, and like their name states, they are good at long range. Wow, they still have the ESR? Okay, the Shotgunner, or the sword, are equipped with the PC shotgun, which I do have myself. Now, moving on from the OTA, we'll move to another subdivision, being the NPU. The NPU are the Nova Prospect Unit. They are the second most serious unit underneath the EOW. Now, as an NPU, you will immediately be given elastic restraint, which are used for non-cooperative MPF, or rebels, anti-citizens, and uncooperative citizens. Now, other than that, NPU have very few rules besides Combat Cup, which we'll go over if you become an NPU. Now, EOW. EOW are pretty much the right hand of the sectoral and planetary commander, and may only be deployed at certain times. Other than that, EOWs are just guard the base or guard the planetary sector. Now, moving on to AWS and GWS. Airwatch can only be, reached if you are a VIP and have donated $10 towards Definitive Networks and you can do such on the forums. And now, Groundwatch, I believe, does not require VIP or money at all, and you can become it simply by doing tryouts. Am I correct? Alright. Now, that pretty much sums it up for the OTA divisions. Now, let me tell you, once you become an OTA, or any subdivision within the OTA, you are not able to go back to MPF, as you have already been given synthetic modifications. As well, you cannot be healed by a helix, as it uses a biogel, which would most likely destroy or damage your synthetic particles within your body. Now, that will currently be all for divisions. Let's move on to rules of engagement. If you are ever to find a citizen with a weapon, just give me a quick answer of what would you do.
Ask if they have a permit.
That is carrying a weapon.
Ask if they have a permit for it. That's the RP rule.
That is not true.
Demand that they put away the weapon and then immediately go over and strip the weapon from them.
That works. Okay, no, that's an AP. I mean, if you were an actual recruit, you idiot. If you were a recruit, what would be your answer? If you were just be an MPF union, what would be your regular answer? From what you've learned, summarize it. If a civilian with a weapon, which is illegal unless they are CW, they should have the Combine insignia, you can tell. No, you would not, as that would result in immediate demotion. What you would do is you would either call over an NPU while first subduing the target by either informing them that they should put away the weapon and strip them of their weapon, or to simply call over an NPU to deal with such. Now, again, let's say there's an anti-citizen or a rebel, and they have a weapon and they are trying to shoot at you. What do?
Is this a trick question? Shoot back.
There you go. Now, last question for now. Yes, that'd be if there's more. Please stop crouching. Sick of it. Now, let's say there's an MPF, alright? He's shooting at people, he's doing some really dumb crap, and what do? Let's say he's trying to shoot at you or he's threatening you.
Would we get an MPU to restrain him?
That is correct. But what else would you do? If he is threatening and shooting at you, it's just simple and quick.
Take him and then get an NPU to restrain him while I swing swamp.
Yes. There would be through amputation that you would deal with the NPF. Doesn't matter the rank, unless it's officer, they should have a reason for shooting at you, otherwise they'll be demoted. Now, that'll be all the questions for now, and we'll go ahead and get you whitelisted in the training. But you stand against this wall. At that point, you would ask them if they had any questions before calling an admin. As well, once they were whitelisted, you would go over their weapons with them and not just lay them off on the field. Pretty much, you get them whitelisted, they become a union, and you stand in front of their spawn and ask for them. Once you had gotten them, you would show them how their weapons work, how they work best, with burst fire and whatnot. That is your choice for further instructions once they become a union. That would be an FTO's job as well for later. Other than that, that's pretty much the end of the training. Any questions?
What do we do if we can't have a recruit whitelisted immediately?
You simply wait, ask if they have any questions, tell them a story if you want, but you just wait for an admin to come. If they don't, then you can send a complaint on the board.
I presume we deal with an unwary recruit the same as any other unwary union.
What was that?
I presume we deal with misbehaving recruits the same way we do with anyone else. Get an NPU, restrain them, kill them.
Yeah, pretty much. Well then, all three of you are dismissed. Ground Watch, next time you do training, please correct it as I've